ancestors may have sinned, we confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
What's important to me today is that there is a process of Islamization coming on. This is what Buhari is doing. And when you see the attack from Benue Plateau down to the southeast, these are the hardcore, strong areas of Christianity in the south of Nigeria. When they are demonized, when they are reduced in strength, ask me, what are Nigeria people doing in the southeast? What is Nigeria doing in the southeast? People in the north have been warning me that we are talking about election. Something much more serious is coming. Because he wake up one morning and declare a state of emergency. His military is all over the place. His herdsmen have taken over the whole southeast. Our people will wake up and you don't even know where to run to. You won't remember that P2B or Atiku, anybody is running for presidency. He has a different agenda. This is why he's not interested in the killings in his country. Killings will be happening and he jumps into a plane to travel abroad. Tinubu has not visited the southeast. Not in primary, before primary or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his deputy, his vice presidential candidate said that P2B will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. What an utterance for people, somebody to make. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that P2B will be an Igbo president? Why? Why makes that kind of statement public? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram. Boko Haram leaders were caught at the State House of Borno State in Abuja here, and nothing has happened. Nobody has questioned him.
Well, he has denied that he harbored or he has anything.
But did he deny that the person that
Fellow Nigerian, in search of excellence for Africa, my mission remains to create awareness, advance practical solutions, and transform mindsets via case studies. Together, let's midwife deliverance for our race, country, and continent. Please share this video. I am Dr. Israel Noyerem Davidson. Thank you. In 2001, US-led forces overthrew a Taliban-led Afghan government following the 9/11 attacks led by the Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden. For the next 20 years, the US and allies enforced democratic ideals, built up Afghan security forces, and provided operational air cover. The Taliban continued to attacks. Now, eventually, under President Trump, the US promised to pull out if Taliban agreed to stop attacks and hosting terrorist groups. Today, the Taliban militants have declared Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan and overrun most of the country at lightning speed with little or no resistance from the 300,000 US-trained and heavily equipped Afghan forces. US general could not believe an army could crumble at that rate.
I did not, nor did anyone else, see a collapse of an army that size in 11 days. There'll be many postmortems on this topic, but right now is not that time.
It is believed the Afghan soldiers, though diehards, had unquenchable allegiance to jihadist ideologies practiced by Taliban. There were Afghan soldiers by day, Taliban at heart, and Taliban at night. A situation some suggest currently exists in Nigeria too. So Afghanistan was simply handed over to the mullahs to govern, based on their shared jihadist ideological leaning. The south and middle belt of Nigeria should wake up with urgency. The Afghan situation is cooking fast in Nigeria today. Afghanistan is number 1 on global terrorist list. Nigeria is number 3. Second,
you have President Northwest Muslim, you have Senate President Northeast Muslim, you have INEC Chairperson Northwest Muslim, you have Speaker of the House of Representatives Southwest Muslim, you have Chief of Air Staff Northeast Muslim, Minister of Defense Muslim North, Chief of Army Staff Northeast Muslim, Inspector General of Police North Central Muslim, National Security Advisor Northeast Muslim, Director National Intelligence Agency Muslim North, Director General SSS Northwest Muslim, Comptroller General of Immigration Northwest Muslim, Comptroller General of Customs North Muslim, Comptroller General of Civil Defense Muslim North, Comptroller General of Nigeria Immigration Prison Service Muslim North, Acting Chairman of EFCC Northeast Muslim, Chief Justice of the Federation Northeast Muslim, Code of Conduct Head Muslim Northeast, Managing Director Post Authority Northwest Muslim, NIMASA North Muslim, NNPC Managing Director Northeast Muslim,
of Education, Northeast Muslim, National Universities Commission, Northwest Muslim, JAMB, Southwest Muslim, and so on and so forth. We can keep on going on and on. Someone has said that the top 20 positionings in NNPC is occupied from the same region as well. What comes to mind is there is no intelligent person and no qualified person from any other part of the country. There is no intelligent Shekiri person, no intelligent Ijo person, no intelligent Biron person, no intelligent Magavul person, no intelligent Tif person, no intelligent Idoma person, no intelligent Igala person, no intelligent Ibira person, no intelligent Ibibio person, no intelligent Anan person, no intelligent Efik person, no intelligent Ishan person, no intelligent Bini person, no intelligent person from no other part of the country that can be in any of those sensitive positions, except people from one region and one religion. And people are meant to be forced to exist in peace under that kind of upside down, highly nepotistic, clanistic situation. And that is absolutely impossible. If it was a charm, it cleared. If it was a mentality bankruptcy, mentality is returned. It's impossible. There can be no peace in such level of inequality, in such level of brazen effrontery are taking a whole nation for granted. Nations of the world did not experience one over 100 of what Nigerians have experienced and scattered in pieces. Soviet Union is nowhere to be found. Yugoslavia was one country that scattered and splintered into 8 countries out of one country. Czechoslovakia splitted into 2. They didn't see 1 over 100 of what we are seeing. Nations in the world that are wise enough, that are multi-ethnic, did their best. The United Kingdom, even though it's a nation, has ethnic groups that took care of the ethnic groups and gave regional autonomy to the Scottish, to the Irish, and the Welsh. Switzerland has 4 ethnic groups, and they make their presidencies sit to revolve around these 4 groups. What is the solution to the situation in our land today? If there must be peace, there must be equity, there must be fairness, there must be justice. People have clamored for restructuring. It is the devolution of power. Otherwise, there may be the dissolution of union. It happened in other places. And we pray and trust God it doesn't happen in our nation. It's not time to play the ostrich and hide the head on. What is not confronted cannot be conquered. In medicine, we call something the debridement of wounds. You expose wounds in order to repair them. You clean them out in order to repair them. You make them bleed. Truth is what heals. And if truth is not spoken, healing doesn't happen. And it is time to tell the truth. People have been suppressed, subdued, subjugated, and treated second-rated as if they don't have sense and they don't have reasoning. And this nation is one of the most intelligent nations in the world. Our doctors, our professionals are the most intelligent around the nations of the world. Nigerians and Nigeria people have the highest rate of PhDs in America of any ethnic group apart from maybe Americans themselves. And it is time for us to sit up and say these things must be corrected and do the right thing, and we do the right thing on time so that Jehovah can hear us and answer our prayers. As for
how do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill, just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed, more than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed, and then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it.
IPOB one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
That Abuja, where the seat of government in Nigeria is under siege. Benue State is under siege. We cannot continue to just play around and allow them to continue. We are equal to the tax. And today we are sending a message that Benue State is ready to confront the Fulanis from Niger, from Mali, from Senegal, from Mauritania, from Libya, from Cameroon, who wants to take over Nigeria as their land. We are going to stop it. We did it in 2004, and we are going to do it again.
Yes, let me find out this from you. You don't have what you call the Benue State Livestock Guard, which is to implement the open grazing prohibition law. What is the job description of these guards?
We already have that now, and they are implementing it. We have prosecuted and already convicted over 400 Fulani herdsmen who have besieged the state. We have impounded over 25,000 heads of cattle. Those who pay fine, we release it to them. And those who did not pay, we were able to auction those cattle. That is what the law says. And so this is another phase of ensuring that we secure our land. We are ready to go with. I'm ready to go to war with those people who have volunteered. These people are not going to be paid. Those volunteer guards, they are community people who are farmers, who are civil servants, who are traders, who have decided that, look, enough is enough. We cannot continue. We must secure our land. And so I want to assure you that I'm involved, my government is involved, and everybody in Benue State is involved. And that is why you see all the traditional rulers here, all the stakeholders in Benue State, the civil servants are here today. And we are ready to wage war against this evil that is coming against
on the beat. The auto back on there. Yeah. 2023. Here we go. Biafra, rise and shine, for your light has come. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Una, 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 una. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Many years ago, we've been fasting and praying for a moment like this to come in our time. Now to kick up your mouth, say yes, who will say no? Nigeria, Masina de Kanu Puka Puka Anina Opagika Baruko Similia Kumu Biafra Wedata Anina Masi Simon Ekpa Puka 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 I feel the new dimension, that's the one who got. Maybe Nigeria, Pugani, Nana. Simon Ekpa, it's cycle of mass and Nadikan on Biafra restoration. Biafra media warriors call him the sword of Biafra. Mwechikwako, Uniro Nejaranya Serodo. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos. According to very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him very, very important. Madam Chasa Suka Buga, Madam if you're not be classing Buga, she's sick and all. Biafra, rise and shine, for your light has come. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Many years ago, we've been fasting and praying for a moment like this to come in our time. Now to walk in Kajama have say yes, who will say no? Nigeria, Bugani, Nenoto to Biafra, Namono Poro. Famago to Pagesi, Tamapa, Werope. Mwangwala Yokupe, Wepomonya Kerua. Imano Simia, Wekiwa, Como Biafra, Wekata. Mebere Nigeria, Bugani, Autopilot, all they don't know is bigger than them. Oh, Nadia.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. Oh, fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The wonder which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
You must listen to her. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are watching from. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra, VOB
97.5 FM. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra, entire Biafra land, especially those places that we have launched it. This is live and direct on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, on enterbiafra.com, enterbiafra.org. This is live and direct on Enter Biafra YouTube channel. And today we have come to continue our awareness and our readiness, to continue to show our readiness for breakaway from Nigeria in 2023. I want you people to understand that those who betray have always one thing in common. I am telling you. Before we go into today's program, I want to make it very clear that tomorrow is sit at home. The sit at home in entire Biafra is to continue to demonstrate in our civil disobedience, to continue to demonstrate that we are no longer interested and we are ready to go next year, 2023. Omebego, those who mocked us, those who say we cannot do anything, those who say we cannot take our freedom into our own hand, I believe they probably may be disappointed today. Those who went all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I believe you have seen that you have misfired. Those who spend every money they have, borrow money from China, those who provided their private jet to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, thinking that the Biafra struggle will end. I believe by now, if you don't get the message by now, I want you to hold on. Don't worry. If they think they have not seen the message and have not seen how serious and resolute we are to get our freedom by next year, they should wait, and they are going to get the message very soon. And those of you who already have been getting the message and are feeling it, you can see now that it is no longer business as usual. You can see that you have misfired. You can see that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the greatest mistake of Nigeria. That is not why I'm here. I want to make it very clear. Those who were recruiting people to kill Biafrans, instead of recruiting to fight terrorists that are coming to our land, they recruit to fight Biafra people. They recruit them from the other side and they bring them to the other side of Biafra. They want to fight Biafra people. They want to fight ESN. Their job is to fight ESN, and some of them are kai drinkers. Some of them are shouting, and they are having armored tanks around them where they are moving and having activities. Ask them today, where is your second in command? Where is your second in command? What we are doing is you they look me and they look you. You they look me and they look you. Some of them are ashamed. They are ashamed because what they are getting is water. Water. You can't fight Biafra. You can't. You can't fight Biafra people. Because Kim and Ka, Imankozo. That is why I have never made any comment on all the people raising concern. Oh, somebody is recruiting people. They want to fight war. They want to fight ESN. I don't want to those things. You have never seen me posted anything on social media. You don't see me. Have you ever seen me posting anything on social media? Oh, this is what we are doing. This is what Biafra. This is what Biafra people are doing. I don't do that. I don't need to prove to you anything. I do not need to prove to you anything. Unlike those people that will have chased away and expelled from the struggle. Every little thing, the only thing they do now is they do photo struggle. Photoshop struggle is what they do. Picture and video struggle. They have to post something to you. They have to tell you that, oh, the ESN have done this. ESN don't do all those things. ESN don't do anything. ESN is, they are safeguarding our land, safeguarding our forest. ESN don't do all those things they are posting to you on social media. Disregard them. ESN is a very, very, well-trained personnel. They know their job. They know what to do. Some of them put some people to just go and get picture, get video, just to sabotage. The people getting the video is just a sabotage. So they will come and post it and say, look at some of them, they will gather, they will do something, they will take picture, they will send, somebody will sneak and send picture, they will share it. Disregard them. We don't share picture. We don't share video. We don't need to prove to you that something is happening. But believe me, water. Biafra liberation have started. And there is no going back. And we are not hiding it. The world will know that we fought. When Biafra come, the world will know that we fought like people. We fought like men. We fought like brave people, brave nation. So we have started and we will fight until Biafra independence and Biafra flag. Until we secure our land and our territory, we are not going to stop this fight because they brought the fight to us. So I want to tell you today, ask them, where is your second in command? They can't announce it, right? They can't boast again on social media. They can't come and tell you how they are going to kill ESN. They cannot come again and tell you how they are bragging, how they are going to deal with Biafra people. They are not going to tell you again how they do it. These people are not going after terrorists. They are not going after terrorists. They are not going after those who come from Senegambia, from Central African Republic, from Mauritania and all that to kill us. They are not going after them. Let me tell you, I want to show you one thing. These people are not going after these people I'm going to show you now on this video. One moment. They don't go after them. They come after our own Umuchineke, Ezbotu Umuchineke, that have done nothing, absolutely nothing other than coming to, protect our land. These are the people that Eastern Security Network go after. These are the people. The reason why we are raising funds every day is because of these people. This is the reason. This is the reason we run. This is the reason we buy arms. This is the reason we buy ammunition, and we are continue to buy it until these people will no longer enter our land to kill us. These are the people the Eastern Security Network are trained to fight. Did you see that? Now ask yourself a question. Those who are recruiting people, they are not recruiting to fight these people you saw on this video. They are not recruiting to fight the people you saw on the video. They are recruiting to fight our people. They are recruiting to fight those who should fight these people. They are recruiting to fight the Eastern Security Network. And of course, one thing we have to promise them is that if you come, our land you will collect. So those of you who allow yourself to be used by going into a very failed mission, for somebody to come to say they want to recruit you to join one stupid group or another to come to fight in other side of the land of Biafra, you people will get water. So your commander will not tell you. That person that is training you people, he will not tell you. He will not tell you what other people he brought to the other side of the land is collecting. He will not tell you. He will not tell you that the second in command, he will not tell you the whereabouts of the second in command. He's not going to tell you. And we are not going to tell you. So we'll keep on to be looking at you people. We'll be looking at you. So, again, I want to also bring something to notice of Biafra today. Very, very important. I want you all to see that Nigeria Army are not just collaborating, they have become bandits, terrorists, criminals, just like we know already. So when you look at this, you see this news here. Another kidnappers of Kaduna family, 10 members has been arrested after 6 million ransom they requested was brought to them. And they turn out to be Nigeria Army. Nigeria Army kidnapping in Kaduna. Nigeria Army kidnapping in Kaduna, collecting 6 million ransom, and they arrested them. They came and they want to collect the money and they arrested them. Are you listening to me? One of them confessed that there are many, and 87% of Nigeria Army are kidnappers, bandits. The question you should ask yourself, is this a lie? Do you see the reason why we have declared them terrorists in our land? Do you see the reason why we say anywhere you see them in Biafra land, engage them? Any place you see them on checkpoint, engage them. Anywhere in Biafra, because we are now in the liberation phase. It is armed struggle. Because they sit in that checkpoint and they will be watching other people kidnapping our people, killing them, and they give them shield. That is why we don't want them. Every checkpoint, we continue to maintain it. No checkpoint is allowed. So if you see them anytime, any place in Biafra land, just don't worry. Don't worry. It is gradual process. We are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. But I'm telling you that we are going to chase them away in Biafra land until Biafra is declared independent nation. Next year, we are going to make sure we chase them away. And of course, on the issue of Enugu Ezike is going to be defended and protected. Enugu Ezike is very significant, very, very important place, and we are going to make sure we protect Enugu Ezike and defend them. So people of Enugu Ezike should just keep their mouth shut and eyes open. Biafra people are with you. We are going to defend Enugu Ezike. And anybody that sabotage, you will have yourself to blame. Allow them. Let them do whatever they want to do. But I'm telling you from today, it will never be the same. Never be the same. You know, some of you are, some of these one Nigerianists, what they do is, when something like this is happening, they will use it to console themselves. They will say, oh, look at, they are killing people in Enugu Ezike. Oh, they are killing people. Please forget, leave Ohofia. Those people that, some people say, leave Ohofia. Ohofia is intact. Ohofia, we are not sure, and nothing is happening. So just leave Ohofia will collect, and they will collect very, very badly. Now, let me tell you, some of you that will always want to stick in this devilish and evil forest, you don't know. Because you are a loser. You are a loser. If they ask you now, what is it that is making you to be happy? when you see that Nigeria state is killing your own people for ordinary asking for freedom, you will say, no, then let them kill them. You are just, sorry is your name. Sorry is your name. Go on today, after killing 3 million Biafrans, is calling for restructuring of Nigeria. The same Gowon that refused the restructuring of Nigeria by Ojukwu is today crying for the restructuring of Nigeria. But what he don't know is that Fulani has gone beyond that restructuring. They have used him. His time is over. Gowon time is over. I want you to understand that we will continue to show our readiness to leave Nigeria by 2023. Now, I want everybody to listen to this. Let us go back to the memory lane.
At the end of it, I don't want to go because these things are all, the tapes are available, the records are there. In fact, only about 2 weeks ago, I saw a set of the records again. The transcripts are available. But we talked about the Nigerian situation, and certainly, at the end, everybody says, oh, you told them this, you did that. The fact was that our case was so clear that I actually believe at the end of Aburi that the problem was not Gawan, but probably some ambassadors in Lagos who were pressing for something else. Because we understood each other. We agreed on every single point. The drafting was, in fact, my chief secretary with 2 other chief secretaries from the other side. They said, no. And drafted and agreed. We looked at it, we agreed. General Ankara read over the whole report again to us at the end. Asked us if we wanted to amend anything. No. At the end of all that, the position was so good that actually Ankara drove Jack, Gawan, and myself to the airport. Jack was sitting on his left, I was sitting on his right.
Are you hearing that? That during the Aburi Accord, they had as agreement, mutual understanding, and even to the extent that they drove Gowon and Ojukwu to the airport in the same car. Ojukwu was sitting the other side, Gowon was sitting the other side, and they have agreement. They asked them, do you have any other thing to amend? They said no. Do you have any other thing to add? They said no. But you know how betrayers behave. Do you know why Gowon? Do you know what the reason Gowon gave? Gowon said that Ojukwu went and announced it first. Ojukwu went and announced it first. That is the problem. Ojukwu announced the Abore Accord in Enugu first. So, and according to him, Ojukwu said some things that were not in the agreement. Gowon have not said something that Ojukwu, till today, Gowon have not mentioned that thing that Ojukwu said that was not in the agreement. People did not ask questions. But Gowon opened his mouth and say, Ojukwu went and announced it before him. the same spirit of betrayal, the same spirit in those criminals that we have expelled from IPOB. How many of you remember the problem when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order for Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra? And it happened the way it happened because I know them. I came and make the announcement on Facebook that I has been given a slot to broadcast on Radio Biafra. Do you know the problem? They say, oh, he went and announced it. He went and announced it. These criminals then never wanted to announce to Biafrans. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order for Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra. It was a slap to them. How can there be in this struggle all these years and Simon Ekpa's name is being heard from DSS dungeon? It was a slap. So apart from all the betrayals and all the criminality they have done against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they increased it. They say that will not happen. It can never happen. We must destroy Simon Ekpa. The same thing Gowon did. The spirit of betrayers are the same thing. The spirit. I want you to listen. Let it not be me saying it. The spirit of betrayers are the same. They are not different. The same thing Gowon did is the same thing these criminals have done to Biafra and to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now listen to it.
He was in the middle. And in the course of that journey, at a point, General Ankara shook his head and said, oh, thank you. Thank you. If only we can go on like this, everything would be all right. I believe I was the one. As I do now from time to time, I go for the dramatic. Suddenly I picked up Gowon's hand, put it on Ankara's lap, brought my other hand, placed it on it, and I said, General Sir, hold us together, I want to say something. So General Ankara put his hand on top of the two hands, and I said, General, I want to assure you that I am totally satisfied with everything we said. I will even go further and say to you something I did not say at the conference, and that is that once we have implemented everything we have said, I would ask you for one favor and one favor only. And that would be to be the one to propose Jack Gowon as a head of state of Nigeria.
Did you hear that? Ojukwu told the Ghanaian general, who was the mediator, that because the way this Abori Accord went, he was very happy. And if after the implementation of everything they have discussed in Abori, that he would want, that he proposed General Gowon as the head of the Nigeria military head, or the president, the head of state, out of happiness of what was discussed. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is that I want you to see, I want you people to understand the spirit of betrayers are the same. The Nigeria is, swimming, these criminals who have chased out of IPOB is swimming, Nigeria is swimming in them. The exact attitude Gowon did trucated us, make this Nigeria to be what it is today, is because Gowon will say Ojukwu announced it first. The same thing these criminals have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to Biafra. That Simon Ekpa announced it first because they never wanted to announce it. They wanted to do their ojoro, and I already know. Because let me tell you, that particular order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very spiritual because it is what is propelling what you see today happening today. I am telling you the fact. That singular order can never be ignored because it is that order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is, reshaping everything happening today for good. I am telling you the fact. That order from Onyendu is what has brought autopilot and have shaping the struggle to what it is today. So you see, I want you to now listen as this thing is going to go, for you to know that the spirit of betrayals in Gowon was in the criminals we expelled from the struggle. The criminals that disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is the same spirit that Gowon was working with. Now watch.
It was a 2-day conference of peers and old mates, but its aftermath produced even further controversy.
When we came back and Ojukwu did not go to make the statement he made first, virtually giving the impression that we've agreed for a confederation to move apart, etc., which was really not in exactly that. If I had had the opportunity to make my broadcast in a fast, because that was the agreement, not for...
Did you hear that? That the agreement was that if he had had the opportunity to make the broadcast first, that it is in the agreement. I do not know how it is in the agreement in Abori that Gowon is going to be the one to make the broadcast. Are you listening to me? So it is because of Gowon did not broadcast the Abori, because Ojukwu may have waited for Gowon to broadcast it. And of course, when he noticed that things were not going all right, he made the broadcast. I want you people to now begin to connect the dots of the people that are posting flyer. They want to raise funds to sustain themselves. Criminals. We told them we are going to chase them away from this struggle. When I was saying it, did you ever believe? When I was saying it, did they ever believe that we are going to chase them away from the struggle? Are we not chasing them away today? Are they not shamelessly shouting how they are going to resign? Are they not shamelessly fighting each other? We are not talking. All of them are the ones doing juju on social media. They do juju, they do prophecy. We have not responded. We are not going to respond. But I am using this exposition to connect the dots for you to know that what we are doing is not ordinary. You have never seen me for a very long time responding to their garbage. We don't have that time. We are focused. Our eyes is on the ball. Nigeria is my problem, not them, not their own case is over since February 28. I told you that after February 28, they will begin to die gradually. And until you will hear them no more. I am telling you. When I say it like this, they say, hypnotizing, brainwashing. It is not brainwashing. It is something that I know that is going to happen. They will just die off before they go and mark it. I know that because of what I'm saying, some of them who even threaten to leave after 2 weeks, they will begin to struggle to stay back. But they cannot maintain the heat. They can't maintain and understand the spirit that is pushing them. They cannot. We don't make mouth. We don't do baby on social media. We don't tie baby on social. Have you ever seen me tie baby? I don't tie baby. The highest thing I can do is to take my surgery. I don't tie baby. I don't tie baby. I take Osoji from the head of the dragon. I don't do baby. I told them that they are going to leave the struggle for Biafra. They thought I was joking, right? I want you to, think back last year when we say, I will be your last bus stop. There's all of them. By that time, they were shouting here and there, shouting this, shouting that. Oh, he want to chase out from IPOB. What is happening today? I don't want to talk. I want to watch them as they are going to be running kitty kitty kata kata, kitty kitty kata kata. I am telling you, after this broadcast this night, some of them who say they are going to commit suicide if Simon Ekpa bring Biafra. Some of them who say they are going to over their dead body if Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra, let that Biafra never come. All of them. Some of them who say they are going to resign and leave the struggle. I do not know whether anybody is listening to them. I don't know whether they are making any impact in the struggle. I said, I will chase them away from this struggle. It is happening. They can never run away from it. They will all be chased away by the spirit of Biafra. But let me tell you one thing. I have never come on social media to tie baby. I listened to one of them. The other one is saying that, somebody is going to leave autopilot. I do not know whether that one is another juju. They want to, somebody is going to. I am waiting for them to say, Simon Ekpa is going to leave autopilot. Then you will know that your juju is powerful. Okay? When you begin to talk, Simon Ekpa is going to leave autopilot. Then you will know that your juju is powerful. But not that somebody else is going to leave. People will leave. Everybody that is in the autopilot can never be part of autopilot to the end. So, but when you begin to do juju, let Simon Ekpa leave autopilot. Then I will know that your juju is powerful. So can you start doing that juju? Can you start doing the juju for Simon Ekpa to leave autopilot? I want you to understand that, you cannot just come and say you are doing juju, all those nonsense. Let people leave autopilot. Somebody is going to leave autopilot. Somebody is going to close, is going to betray. I do not know how that is a prophecy. I do not know how that is a juju. That somebody close to Simon Ekpa is going to betray. When a whole Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was betrayed. So who is Simon Ekpa? That somebody cannot betray me. I don't understand. Honestly, when I look at these people, I laugh. You people don't know me. Ha! If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have piloted this affair for many years, can be betrayed by you, and then you are on social media saying somebody close to Simon Ekpa is going to betray him, who am I that somebody cannot betray me? The only thing is that when that person is betray me, is the person going to succeed? That is the question. The person will never succeed. We are in autopilot. And let me also make it very clear. The reason why we decided that the real IPOB is now in autopilot is because they say, oh, you cannot use IPOB. Use IPOB. We are going to sue you. We are going to go to court. We are going to do this and do that. I am telling you now, we are using IPOB. We have become official IPOB. Go to court. That is why we have decided to be the real IPOB. And everything we are doing now, autopilot is a nickname. We are the real IPOB. Go to court. Let us see. I am ready. We are ready. And we want to give it to you people. Water everywhere. Go to court. Go to anywhere. Say, we cannot use IPOB. I'm sorry, somebody told me that I should go back to who I used to be. And I should not be using abusive word. So, one thing is that, I am not somebody that I know how I use my abusive word. So it is not that I have changed. I have not changed. I am still me. I am still that baby face. I am still that I am still that small face. I am still that thing in Finland. I have not changed. But you know, sometime we are going to be adding this salt and pepper so that, you know, so when you see me using abusive word on some certain people, do not feel disappointed that, oh, Simon Ekpa is now using word, abusive word. No, or vulgar word. No. I am still me. Very, very gentle, very, very peaceful, and very civilized as such. And no much also. So it is still me. But what I'm telling you today is that itama ronishi nasohin tutu. Nchoy taginike. Agama sonshi. Agama tagi tama shinoginike. That is who I am. And I've been saying this thing from day one. So I want you to understand that I told you I am going to address you on the infiltrator. We have finished them on Ekperima. Ekperima is no longer selling because since the day I made exposition on Ekperima, it is no longer selling. I don't see them anymore calling me Ekperima. The people that are calling me Ekperima now are autopilot. At least I have seen autopilot here calling me Ekperima. Okay? But I don't see them calling me Ekperima again. Autopilot have, you know, taken over the Ekperima. They are calling me Ekperima. Okay? But now I want to tell you one thing about the infiltrator. Go and check the meaning of infiltrator. But ask yourself a question. They say, don't call them autopilot again. Call them infiltrator. Do you know why? Do you know why they want to call you infiltrator? Because they know you are not Sabo. They know you are not Sabo. And the spirit of Biafra don't allow them to call you Sabo. They call you infiltrator. Have you thought about that? Have you noticed? You know one thing is that some of you don't even know what is going on. Have you noticed? Have you noticed that they don't call you Sabo? Have you noticed that they don't call any autopilot Sabo? The word they call you is infiltrator. Infiltrator is better than Sabo. Have you noticed that? But you know, after today, they will stop calling you infiltrator. After today, they will stop calling you infiltrator. They are now sit on Radio Biafra and they say, call them infiltrator. Call them infiltrator. You do not know why. Because the spirit of Biafra did not allow them to call you Sabo, to call you saboteur, to give you a name as a Sabo. And the thing is not sounding good. I want you to start from this night to go and sleep and think about it. Think about it. Why is it people not calling you Sabo? Why is these people not calling you Sabo of all names? Why is it that a whole you autopilot, they are not calling you Sabo? It is spiritual. I know that a lot of people don't notice this. But after this broadcast, you are going to notice it. You are going to notice it. You are going to notice that Sabo is no longer being used. Because the spirit of Biafra don't allow them to use Sabo. They use infiltrator. So if they have been using saboteur, you know, who knows? But I'm telling you today, after this evening broadcast, the name infiltrator will begin to disappear. Go and mark my word. You know, our own is that we come and tell you, and it will happen. So go and mark my word. After this evening, the name infiltrator will begin to reduce. And the Sabo can never ever sell in their mouth. Because they know you are not Sabo. They know you are not Sabo. They know you are not saboteur. So no matter what, the spirit of Biafra will not allow that Sabo to, you know, it will not allow that Sabo to sound very well in their mouth, from their mouth. It cannot, when they want to write it on social media, the spirit of Biafra will not allow them. It will not sound very well. Sabo. They can never. I am telling you the fact too. Although after this broadcast this evening, they will also try to use Sabo. But it is going to fail. Okay? So now let us go. Why I'm saying this thing is that for you to know the reason why Gowon refused Aburi Accord is because of what the same spirit, the same betrayer, the same sabo of these criminals. The reason why they say Simon Ekpa, they will not obey Mazen and the kind of order for Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra, which was even a blessing, was that they say Simon Ekpa announced it first. That Simon Ekpa should have waited for them to announce it before they announce it. It's something that brought Nigeria to where it is today. So if Biafra own, it is positive. Biafra own is that particular spirit of betrayal, of you did not allow me to announce it, will not destroy Biafra. Rather, it is shaping Biafra in the right direction. So I want you people to watch.
For him to make the skill for one thing.
It was a 2-day conference of peers and old mates, but its aftermath produced even further controversy.
When we came back and Ojukwu did not go to make the statement he made first, virtually giving the impression that we've agreed for a confederation to move apart, etc., which was really not in exactly that. If I had had the opportunity to make my broadcast in a fast, because that was the agreement, not for him to make the broadcast fast, move apart, etc., which was really not in exactly that. If I had had the opportunity to make my broadcast in a fast, because that was the agreement, move apart, etc., which was really not in exactly that. If I had had the opportunity to make my broadcast in a fast, because that was the agreement, not for him to make the broadcast fast, then if I had committed myself to what he said, then there wouldn't have been any problem. But he went and said certain things that certainly looked wrong, and therefore the opportunity to make my broadcast in a fast, because that was the agreement, not for him to make the broadcast fast, then if I had committed myself to what he said, then there wouldn't have been any problem. But he went and said certain things that certainly looked wrong, and therefore we saw in practically everything he did.
I want you people to understand that it is the same spirit of the betrayer of Nigeria, or the Nigeria spirit that possessed these criminals in IPOB. Those people we chased away. I want you also to understand it is the same thing that they did to Abiola. Abiola went and announced himself a president. Abiola went, because Abiola waited and waited and waited. He didn't know what was going on. He went and gave a press briefing. Abiola. And that was how they eliminated him. The spirit of betrayal, the spirit of Nigeria, is what we have chased away from IPOB. That is the spirit that have almost destroyed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But when you look at this man, you find out that Ojukwu waited for a very long time. They refused to announce the outcome of Aburi. Ojukwu waited. They refused to announce the outcome of Aburi. The same thing. When you hear the story today, they will tell you, oh, immediately the brokers came, immediately the OZ came, Simon Ekpa went and announced it. Simon Ekpa went and announced that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave him order to broadcast Radio Biafra. When in the actual sense, they were already changing what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said. They were already coming to me to ask me, do you want, what do you think if we give you slot on Radio Biafra? That was how they came to me. You know, you people don't know what happened until I open up. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave a message for Simon Ekpa to be broadcasting on Radio Biafra, they came to me. Instead of them to give me this message, they came to me to say, oh, what do you think if we can, if you can broadcast on Radio Biafra? I told the person, hey, hold it there. Hold it there. The message already came directly to me. I have received the message from Onyendu. So which one is telling me if I can broadcast on Radio Biafra? Onyendu gave a message, and that message already got to me. directly from the source. So don't tell me if I can, So I want you people to understand what was going on. Because, I have never told this story. I've never told this story. So they came, they were trying, and if you listen to the one in Germany, he said if he was the one who that message came to, he will never deliver the message to me. I want you to know the mindset of the criminals. Somebody is saying if he was the one the message came to, he will never deliver the message to Simon Ekpa. You all hear that, right? He said we will not, that is what was going on. So I have to come to post it on the platform. The spirit of Nigeria that betrayed Ojukwu is the same spirit that have possessed the criminals that we chase away today, and they have betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and betrayed Biafra. But of course, it has turned out to be something good. They never expected what is happening now to happen. So let us watch.
What he said, then there won't have been any problem. But he went and said certain things that certainly looked wrong, and therefore we saw in practically everything he did. I think it was for to play up to the gallery, not being sincere.
At Aburi, yes, we agreed on area commands for the armed forces. At Aburi, we agreed that the police force would be decentralized. We agreed on those. Yes. We agreed even to show that we didn't separate. At Aburi, we also agreed on a certain revenue formula. That's what happened at Aburi. Aburi again, because I always end up, it sounds odd today, but I always end up by saying I must have been naive, because I believed actually that would be the end. I'll confess to you, when I got back to Enugu, oh yes, I had a party, believing that probably the danger was over. That's what we thought. Until they then began to deny everything. It was the denial of Nigeria that made me publish the tapes of Aburi, because we had insisted that each one should have a set of tapes. Everybody talks about confederation. Go and look at the transcript. There is no time that the word confederation came from my lips.
Did you hear that? Ojukwu said, everybody talks about confederation. There was no time the word confederation came from his lips. I want you to understand the spirit of betrayal. Now, go and listen to these criminals the time they were attacking me. They say, I have announced myself as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Is there anywhere you have ever seen me announcing myself? In the post I made about broadcasting on Radio Biafra, is there anywhere I have announced myself as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? The answer is no. All their E-rat and the E-warriors, that time when they think they have E-warriors, they were all broadcasting it. Simon Ekpa is announcing himself as the leader of IPOB. Simon Ekpa is now interim leader of IPOB. Simon Ekpa is this and that. The same thing Nigeria did to Ojukwu. Betrayal. The betraying spirit is the same. Ojukwu, they say Ojukwu announced confederation. Now, the question is now, go to the transcript of Ojukwu announcement. Ojukwu say he never mentioned confederation. So have anybody come to say Ojukwu mentioned confederation? Have anybody come to say yes, they saw Ojukwu, they heard Ojukwu mention confederation? The answer is no. But you have to give a dog a bad name in order to kill it. So what did they do? They say Ojukwu announced a confederation. I want you to listen to the story. They are all the same. Betrayal. Evil people have the same spirit controlling them, and they can never change.
In broad terms, Aburi changed the title of head of state from Supreme Military Commander to Commander-in-Chief. It gave the regions control over internal affairs, and concurrence of each region was now required for any decision affecting the whole country.
They say Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that every day. I want you now to listen to this particular audio. Very, 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 very important. Today is going to be and of course, we want to call on the northern volunteers, our volunteers in the north. We have intels that the criminals are struggling to start contacting those volunteers in the north. I want you to call this particular section of this broadcast and forward it to our volunteer in the north. The coordinator of the entire northern Nigeria, this particular note is for you. Make sure that all volunteers in the north will not pick or take any calls from any expelled criminals. If you do that, you are directly betraying the struggle and what we're about to do. I want you to understand that they are being under pressure, under heavy pressure by the Nigeria state to come in and try to disorganize the plan we have, which nobody can do. Do not give yourself so cheap to be used to disorganize our freedom in 2023. What they are doing now is that we have intel that they are contacting the northern volunteers, for a very good reason that I know why. Because they know the importance of North. They know the importance of our borders. So they are now trying to contact our volunteers in the North. Tell the volunteers, if they want all these sufferings and the colleagues that have died for this struggle to be in vain, they can go ahead. But let me tell them, nobody will destroy Biafra. They have never given birth to you. They have never given birth to you. Some of you were under attack, running for your dear life, because they want to eliminate you. Today, we have stopped any possibility for anybody to eliminate you. We have ended it. So if you think that you can be picking calls from these criminals that we have expelled from the struggle, you are going to run again. Because they can never ever change. So if you think that you want to, they have consulted some oracle and do some juju so that when they talk to you, you are going to fall for it. Just know that your own is gone. I am telling you, your own is gone. So do not tell every volunteer in the North, do not pick calls from any criminals that we have expelled from this movement until Biafra is restored next year. Keep yourself away from anything that will make you to derail. Keep yourself away from anything that will make the devil to use you against this freedom. Do not allow yourself to be used as a tool against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and against our freedom. That's a word that goes directly to the northern volunteers. Very, very important. Very, very important. Now, I want all of you.
Dear friends, Simon Ekpa, unu na-atụrụ ya wee na-aṅụ Hennessy onye kpọrọ onwe freedom fighter egwe na-agwacha ndị mgba ọsịghị egwe unu abụgo na onye ori criminality Simon Ekpa o ji ego unu Hennessy na-aṅụ ya unu na-eme vidiyo na-agbara unu egwu na-agwa unu na broadcast of today ga-apụ ọkụ broadcast a na-apụ ọkụ Hennessy unu ọ na-aṅụ na egwu ochugbọgbukwu unu ndị na-eso Simon Ekpa bụ ndị autopilot na ndị idu ifele megbue unu.
All right, we need to we need to refresh. Oh my God, we need to refresh. All right, one moment. We need to refresh, and I want you people to one moment. I want to show you I want to show you something, you know. One moment. I want to play Tifu. Wait.
Dear friends, ndị autopilots, ndị du, na criminal Simon Ekpa, ka o ji ego unu na-atụrụ ya wee na-aṅụ Hennessy na-agbara unu egwu onye kpọrọ onwe freedom fighter egwe na-agwacha ndị mgba ọsịghị egwe ha alụmelụ unu abụgo na onye ori criminality Simon Ekpa o ji ego unu aṅụ Hennessy na-aṅụ ya n'iru unu na-eme vidiyo na-agbara unu egwu na-agwa unu na broadcast of today ga-apụ ọkụ broadcast a na-apụ ọkụ Hennessy unu ọ na-aṅụ na egwu ọ na-agba ochugbọgbukwu unu ndị na-eso Simon Ekpa bụ ndị autopilot na ndị idu ifele megbue unu nwa m ebubo m ewu Simon Ekpa na-akpụ unu egwu na ebe o ji ego unu ome fundraising na-asị unu ESN na o etinye ya na-asị unu na ọ ya achụ ndị Fulani under 24 hours ogwu na o butego nuclear weapon from North Korea o eji wee gba ndị Janjaweed asị na ebe o ji ego unu aṅụ Hennessy na-agbara onwe ya egwu na-agbakwa unu na broadcast ọ ya emetụrụ ya afọ ọkụ onye agha ogbulu ka agbalụ mma na-eti mkpu mma na-akpọ na-akụzikwala unu na-ese ndụ nto skuul ka unu wee malụ na Simon Ekpa bịara ogbugbu unu ya ekwe unu ekwela ndị ka na-esu eke ewu o wee na-akpụ unu ewu wele egwu na-aṅụ Hennessy na enyi ya jụzara onwe na ajụjụ kedu ibe ọ na-eme ife a freedom fighter ewu gwanụ m ugboro onye maazị Nnamdi Kanu pụtagolu mmiri nkịtị na-aṅụ mmiri na-agbara unu egwu ife egwu emelụ ife aṅụrị emelụ The kid me bang only melon no Simon if I get you up with the Walegunu Nato in the name of ESN 9 NEC. Hello, Mel. Hello, Mel. When you have to say Simon, it was almost going to support to Biafra. Where be? Mana, Chuko Kikabia. Popular Imazin and Bukan. Where One Line Foundation, Ndemarife. Ndibu Biafra. Never Biafra. No, never. Bundibu. Namlova. Yes, man. Banaza people. About us, I go mile. Can I do Bikajinaka? Omelinizo, Menonwa. Ogabo. Anuba Joso, Abanya Jebwe. What enough.
Oh my goodness. And let me inform Biafrans that you know, it is not everything we come here to say in public. Only if this man know me. Only if this man know me. Before I join Biafra struggle, Ebugum, Abalmaboba. You know, but anyway, what do I have to? I don't need to respond to this kind of people, but just for you to understand the level of the mentality of the illiterate that have been agitating for Biafra. Of course, you know, can happen now. In America, so, but I like Biafrans, the way Biafrans are responding to them. So let me play the response. Let me play the response.
Nyama wala it's not a guarantee. We love it. And you like, yeah, don't worry. So what is your problem? No problem. Ani chole ya when you guys see ani chole if you know meta ani interested yeah so you know oh god I'm not more entitled to do no see but I don't think that now we're to discuss with people because some people train no see what brain what shadow no see una single brain una think like a human being una na if the only see our demands na galu balunu me Unane man rapu Simon rapu Simon you chukwe goes gear. God will punish that person. God will cost that person. We really rap one man doa. Rapu ni aka. Rapu Simon aka. Rapu Simon kachineke na alibu no. Can you go problem? On a good sensi, only I was a woman, on a book, only I was a woman, you got to get a book. Now we are not to buy a mobile. We are interested. What the year the child, we are interested. We love him, we care for him, we cherish him, we admire him, we do everything for him. In fact, yeah, give us a woman. Forget about him, forget Yanya. Forget Yanya, Apunia, I ain't likely, Apunia. Yes, we are the autopilot. We are IPOB autopilot. We are IPOB. We are indigenous people of Biafra. And Simon is our commander. So, no problem.
All right. So, and you know, one thing is that, you know, this thing is somehow this is very funny, you know, because every day, I don't know. These people know when I joined this struggle. I joined this struggle as a big boy. I joined the Biafra struggle as a big boy. And I didn't hide myself. Everybody knows my activities, you know what I do and stuff. I didn't hide myself. So I joined Biafra struggle as a big boy. I did not join Biafra struggle like in there go, they got this man, you know. So, and some of them. I didn't join Biafra struggle. You know, one thing is that some of them never believe that somebody, you know, will actually, join Biafra struggle and become a media person. Because they, they believe that this media work is only for people that are only for criminals, only for tout, only for people that don't have anything to offer. So I think it was a shock. It was a shock to them for somebody who is reasonable to to join, to come and start making brokers on Biafra. I told you people that, you can never hear nobody from Nigeria to mock Biafra again. What are you going to mock about Biafra when you see the quality of the people that are now in autopilot IPOB? So who are you going to mock? Is it money? Is it a profession? Is it certificate? Is it education? So who are you going to mock? We are better than the people serving Nigeria. We are better than the leaders in Nigeria. The autopilot, the people piloting autopilot are 1,000% better than the president, better than the Senate president, better than the House of Representatives, better than every person you can think of in Nigeria today. I am telling you the fact. The people that are piloting autopilot now can govern Nigeria very well and make difference. So why would somebody will now see a sudden change in Biafra struggle and you think the person will be very comfortable to come and call you tout again? No, that was the reason why they don't longer call you tout. That's the reason why they no longer, they no longer call you tout. They no longer call you all those names. Now they call you a Biafran. They call you IPOB. They call you the name that you are because the people in autopilot made it possible. I am telling you the fact. So now we are going to... There is one audio I want to play just, to pass information to Biafra people. Very important.
Yesterday, I was
Pay
off
attention.
on office today. So I said, since I'm off, let me use the opportunity to run some things since I'm not doing anything at home. So yesterday, I decided to go to bank, to UBA yesterday to open accounts there. So when I was going, I went to the UBA at Wedra Road. So when I got there, they said they are not working, that they are renovating the place, that they are not working. So I said, okay, let me go to the one at Bank Road at Itlo Junction. So I crossed road again. I got a bus there. A bus stopped by to pick me up. So I told the driver that, please, I'm with 15 naira. Can you drop me at UBA at Bank Road? That I'm with 15 naira. He said, okay, don't worry, I should enter. So when I entered the bus, the Imo bus, as we are going, he then stopped by and said I should excuse him, let him do something. So he then stretched his hand and closed the back door. So in my mind, I was saying, you're closing the back door, whereas you are looking for passenger. Is it when they come now, you start opening the door again? So after Cherubim Junction, the guy then, so I received a call. After answering the call, the guy started telling me that, you will stop here, that I will stop you for you to enter another bus. That since I entered this bus, that his mind has been troubling him. That if not, that he would have wasted me now. That he would have wasted me. That does it look like he's after passengers on the road? I became afraid though. So immediately I said, let me go out from the bus. The door was locked. So he started shouting at me that, am I stupid? Am I mad? Did he tell me to go out? No, I said, sir, you said it's like I will enter another, that I should enter another bus. That is what I wanted to do. He started shouting at me that, did I tell you to go out now? Did I tell you to go out now? Are you stupid? Then do you know who is talking to you? I was shocked. He then said I should look at his back. I should look at the back, that I'll see a red car that is following us. That car now, that they are the people that wants me. They're the people that wants me. That wants, immediately he gets to where they are going now, that my name will be sorry, that this will be the last day of me on earth, that I will not live to see again. That's just that his mind has been troubling him since I entered the bus. I should thank my stars, I should thank my God that he don't do me any bad thing today. That if not, that he didn't raise his clothes up. Nah, the guy was with gun yesterday. Oh. He put the gun on his trouser that yesterday. That I should just use it and know that he's not after passengers, that he's looking for girls. That he's looking for girls now. That and since that I entered the bus, that I just look like his younger sister, that he took me as his younger sister because I resemble the younger sister. That's why he don't want to waste my life. And I should know where that is going to stop me somewhere. So front of that Polaris Bank that is close to government roundabout, that traffic there, that Polaris Bank that is there, a guy now crossed by. Because when I was with him in the bus there, there was someone was calling him. Yes, and someone was calling him. So and he was not picking the call. So the one that he later picked, he started asking, "Hello, Egede. No, be this girl, or no be this girl. Make you freestyle the girl, no be this girl. This one, na my sister be this, no be her, no be her." I was shocked in the bus. Then the guy, he now stopped by. The guy now cross road and came to where the bus, where I was. Then the guy now put his head inside the bus and started telling him, "Okay, guy, open the back door now, make we dey go now. Open door for me, make we dey go sharp, sharp, sharply, sharply." The driver now told him, "Egede, no be this girl, now no be this girl. I don't tell you, say no be she. Now my sister be this, no be she. The guy started shouting at him. They started exchanging words in the bus there. And me, when I was just silent. I was not talking because I was afraid. I was even praying in my heart, saying, "God, just forgive me for all my sins, because I don't know if I will be able to come out from this struggle." So the guy now said, "Okay, guy, wait, make I park well. Remove your head, make I park well." He then removed his head from the bus that he put his head. The driver now drove off, started going to that Olu Road. He took me to that IMSU side. From that IMSU side, back gate, from that side, prefer. That is, he was just carrying me around Owerri that yesterday. I mean, when I was afraid, I was begging him in the bus, begging him. He said, "I should no need of me begging him, no need of me," because once I didn't mean he did not close that back door, that boy enter. I didn't mean he did not close that back door, and that boy eventually entered this bus. That there's nothing on earth that I'll beg that boy will hear, even that I'll not even see him out to beg because I'll be unconscious now. I'll not even know where they're taking me to. That I should just thank my God that he decided to save me today. That I'm safe today doesn't mean that I will save tomorrow. Now let him tell me now that some men are after girls now. That they are after girls, that they are looking for girls seriously. That before we enter bus, that we should pray and we should be careful in the bus that we enter. That I should look at him, that he's not looking for passenger, that he's looking for girls, and that this thing that he's doing to me now, that he knows how and what is going to cost him. But the thing is that he wants to clear his conscience, and that's why he's doing this. But the guy puts fear in me, because if he said let him, he will stop me here. When we reach there, he will pass. If he said he will stop me at the other side, when we reach there, he will pass. Then he said why he's doing that is because there are people following him at the back. That this phone that is ringing now, there are people that saw me when I entered the bus, so they are coming for me. That's why he don't want to stop where they will see me. So he started running around. Later he now dropped me at Mbari Street, Mbari, that's Item Street at Mbari, that's UBA. After that UBA, you now get to Crunchies. So he then stopped me at that. He said, "You are going to UBA." I said yes. He said, "Okay, that he's going to look for a UBA bank to stop me where they will not see me." Then he now stopped me at the UBA at Item Street, Mbari. So when we got there, he now drove front again and stopped me at St. David Hospital. After that Crunchies, St. David Hospital. He now said I should just thank my God that if not that he would have wasted me. That if not that today would have been the last day of me on earth. That he don't even know why he's doing this. That I should just go and that money that I will pay him, I should go and give it to a beggar. and thank the beg and thank I should first of all pray and thank God before giving the beggar the money. That I should not fail to do that. If not, that I don't know the kind of trap that I fell into today. That I think is by being a fine girl, by being what. That I should just thank my God. That do I know how many people that we are not opportune to cross to that we are not opportune to overcome this temptation. That I should just go and thank my God, and I should be very, very careful wherever I'm going and any motor that I'm entering, that I should be very, very, very careful. That how much am I with? I said, sir, I'm not with any money. That the only money that is in my bag now is 250. He said, okay, that I should use 200, go and give to a beggar, and for me to thank God for what he did for me today. That he don't even know why I'm doing this. He don't even know the kind of spirit that I have that made him to do this. He then said, did he touch me? I said no. Did I take anything from you? I said no. He said I should just go and testify that sugar from his motor. He then opened his car. That was how he dropped me. And that was how God delivered me yesterday.
All right. The reason why I play this particular audio is for you people to understand what is going on in Biafra land. So, let this message go, especially our young girls. Going forward, don't enter anyhow bus. We are now in a very, very dangerous time. Do not enter anyhow bus. Before you enter any bus, make sure, if it is possible, do not stand and enter from the roadside. Always go to parking place. Always go to the parking place and to the park and enter a bus. As time goes on, because we know that the enemies are everywhere, we may, I believe the Biafra government in exile will have to come up with something. We may have to, implement some certain measures to make sure our people will no longer be victims of ritual killing. Very, very important. So we are going to bring a modality between now as soon as possible to make sure that we start to implement some certain measures to curb this particular incessant killing for rituals. So, but for now, let this message go to every woman in Biafra land that going forward, if you want to enter any public transportation, if you want to enter any bus, you must first of all pray to God and make sure you do not enter the bus from the roadside. Make sure you enter the bus where some people will see that the bus is actually a commercial bus and not those who are going to look for who they are going to kill for rituals. Because this is real. And once you enter the bus, they are going to do something and you get unconscious. And you will never know yourself again until you are gone, and your people will never hear from you again. So this is important, and Nigeria military are helping them, police are helping them. It is something they have come to do in our land, and together we are going to win them before Biafra comes. All right. As before we go into question and answer, which we're going to do today, I want to bring one video for you to listen to. Today we are going to give a final nail to the name called Ekpa.
This is stem of elephant grass. It is called Ekpa in our language, Mbo language. We use it for New Yam celebration, otherwise called Itsukwe. That festival is called Itsukwe in our dialect. This stem, no, elephant stem, grass stem, is explosive in nature. We burn it in the fire when it becomes brown. You can hit it in any hard object, be it stone, wood, or anything, and it will sound like a gun. So, and it's a very big occasion. Any young boy that has that explosive nature and performs wonder, can perform wonder in him for the good of the society, is respected. Should be well respected, and that is what we call Ekberima. Ekberima is not a thief. Thief is a rogue. Thief in our language is Onyoshi. So Ekberima is not Onyoshi in our dialect. Then anyị ihe bụ akala akịka si na elephant grass. Anyị na-akpọ Ekberima. Anyị ji eme mmemme oriri ji ọfụ nke anyị na-akpọ Itsukwe na be anyị. And ọ na-agba ka egbe ma ngacha ya n'ọkụ. So ọ ya nwere ihe ọzọ. Ọ bụrụ Ekberima bụ onye osi na be anyị. Onye osi bụ onye osi.
All right. All right. You have just watched that particular. You have just watched that particular. Putting the final nail on the coffin of Ekberima. So you know, all this while they were calling me Ekberima, they were actually giving me the spiritual name. You know, giving me the spiritual name. So when I noticed that I've actually succeeded in Bakacha Hahu with that Ekberima, I came to make it public. So when I know that the job has been done, I came and make it public. What is Ekberima? Because one thing you don't know is that name is spiritual. Name matters a lot. So when they are calling me Ekberima, if Ekberima is a thief in Anambra, it is not my business. It is not my business. If Ekberima is thief in Imo State, it is not my business. But in my place, it is not a thief. In my place, Ekberima is a powerful elephant grass, just like you just heard here. So the name you give to people matters a lot. Name is spiritual, you know, and as some people will give their children one name, it will begin to affect them. So they give me a name. And my village don't know Ekberima as a criminal. My dialect don't recognize Ekberima as a criminal. My dialect recognizes Ekberima as explosive grass. So after that, I noticed that we have defeated them, and with this name, I decided to make it open. So even if they stop to call me Ekberima today, it have done, the job has been done. Now, somebody talked about infiltrator. You know, the point is that there are also different definition and, you know, meaning to infiltrator. And some of the definition will say that infiltrator is a person or a thing that causes one substance to pass into another by filtering. Okay? Do you understand? So if we go by this particular infiltrator definition, you know that it is causing, you know, when we came in, you know, the criminals are there. And if I want to, let me explain to you people today. When we come into the struggle, the criminals were in charge. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was crying that he needed 100 men. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was actually looking for infiltrator. Infiltrator. The 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was looking for was infiltrators who will pass through to purify the IPOB. So I don't want to, you know, go into this because I don't want them to stop calling us infiltrator yet. Okay, let us, you know, you know. But anyway, even if they stop today, that one have also achieved its aim because we have actually chased them. So let me tell you more about the infiltrator. Some of the definition of the definition of infiltrator is that a person, listen to this particular definition. Infiltrator is a person or a thing that causes one substance to pass into another by filtering. The root of, you know, from this definition now, from, you know, from the internet or from the Google, however you can take it, they, you know, they use example. They say, for example, the root of wetland plant serves as massive water infiltrator, allowing more rainwater to seep into the soil and recharge underground aquifers. So when you look at the definition, you find out that we have actually come to do the work of the infiltrator, not infiltrator as a spy, not infiltrator like a spy to go and spy IPOB and come to give information to the enemy to use against IPOB. No, not to come to the Biafra agitation and get information to use it to go and give the enemy for the enemy to use. A spy cannot come and spy, and then after spying, he come on social media to broadcast. Do you understand me? A spy cannot go and spy and come and start broadcasting against what he is spying for. So that particular definition of infiltrator being a spy is not applicable to us. I want you to get it. You see, it is teaching. This is teaching. Because when they say you are infiltrator, they probably do not know the meaning of infiltrator in a movement like this. Okay? They probably did not know the meaning because you know, probably they are thinking that, you know, infiltrator is the appropriate word to describe somebody who is betraying or who is spying, you know. But infiltrator is not actually a better word to describe anybody that is betraying the Biafra struggle. Okay? Because infiltrator in a movement like this is actually designed to pass through, to make this whole thing, the agitation or the agitating group, to pass through a certain thing that will now purify the people or purify the struggle itself. And if you watch what has happened since February till now, you find out that we have actually done the work of purifier. We have done the work of infiltrator. We have done the work of purifying the Biafra movement. Do you understand me? So, and if they tell you, oh, they are calling you infiltrator because you are a spy, it doesn't add up. Because you cannot be a spy and come out to public to show what you are spying for. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense. Okay? So, if it, you know, the other day, I said, I am after the, 2 days ago, I said, I'm going to come and I'm going to explain infiltrator. And after that explanation, believe me, they will never call it, they will never call us infiltrator again. But I thought about it. I said, no, let me allow them to continue to call us infiltrator. That any day I will explain this infiltrator, they will stop calling it. And now somebody asks that I should, what I should, somebody, yes, thank you very much. Yes, oh yeah, infiltrator separating the weed from, oh my goodness. Chineke God, you have just finished the work. In fact, let me, in a very nutshell, okay, let me bring to you what our leader said, the definition of infiltrator. The definition of infiltrator. I want you to listen to this. No, clap for this guy. What is the name? You know the name is very difficult. What is the name? Lick Oye. You people should give a round of applause to Lick Oye because he has just hit the nail. And let us hear.
But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Ekpa, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you.
Now, those people that were born for Biafra restoration, they are the infiltrators who have come to separate the chaff from the wheat, or the wheat from the chaff. The infiltrators are those who were born according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when you listen, you see that most of this name, is spiritual. When they call it, it goes against them. Any name they have called us, I've gone against them. Any name they bring today will go against them. So they call this infiltrator. When you look at, go Google it. Go just type Google infiltrator in Google, and you are going to see the meaning of the infiltrator. As simple as that. So anything they do goes against them. Anything they say goes against them. And when Nnamdi Kanu is saying he needs those who were born, those people who were born should come when they, because they were not part of the, he was talking to those who have not even joined the struggle, who were born for the struggle. So they have to come. And in order for those people that were born for the struggle to make headway in the struggle, they have to infiltrate. They have to infiltrate the struggle. They have to infiltrate the IPOB, to purify the IPOB, to purify the movement, which bringing us to where we are today, that everybody in Nigeria is panicking, that the international community, they are panicking, that the world are about to witness a new nation in Africa. Because with the presence of these criminals, it can never happen. They can never declare Biafra. They never come for Biafra. They were never born for that. They were never born for that. With these particular people, criminals in IPOB, they can never say no election and they will stand on it. Today, those infiltrators has come, which we are very proud to be part of. And we have purified the movement and we have declared no election and we are going to stand on no election until there will be no election in Biafra land. So let us listen.
From their mother's womb, they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
All right. And of course, as you can see, that issue has been addressed very well. And we are going to go into a few minutes of question and answer. Thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. You defined infiltrator can be said to be a special task team like alums coming to destroy every criminal and traitor and witches. Exactly. Well said. Thank you very much. So we are taking calls now. Question, please. Straight to the question without wasting time. Hello. Yes. Good evening from here.
This is Mazurika speaking, sir. Please, just want to do it very quickly, please. I want to pass something, a message to you, please. It's
okay.
Not, it is something, okay? Please, after my own, I just want to tell you my analysis. After the last Soludo's press statement, what I find is that Soludo want to change the narrative of organ harvesting to shift it to Igbo people.
Yes.
It's like the assignment they gave him. So that is what Soludo did. He just deliberately want to change the organ harvesters as Igbo people. So that is the assignment the Fulani gave him.
Yes.
That is what I found out.
Yes, and of course.
How these people are using their own crime to use our life to change their own crime, their criminality, their punishment. Oh God.
That is true. That is true. But God will continue to expose them. So any place they are gone. And I want to inform Biafrans that anybody who goes, they say, we have a fundraising on the 27th. So they say they are making fundraising on the 25th. And we don't know what they want to raise the fund for. They say their salary is, they don't have salary anymore. They want to sustain themselves. It's on the website. So they want to sustain themselves. So I don't know the reason why they put their charade fundraising when we're having fundraising. So probably so that nobody will have time. Nobody will have time to go and see how they fail. Yes.
Please. I know I'm the first caller, please, but I'm doing this because I'm on medication, so I have to go to sleep. Okay, please. You talk about the name just now. This thing, you see, the old names our ancestors give our villages have to be restored. Those names are histories.
Yes.
Those names are our ancestors preserve history. They are historic. So we need to restore those names. If those old names go, they will tell you the meaning of those names.
Yes.
That was how they preserve history.
Yes.
Okay? So we need to, if the media they come our land and influence the name changes. Name has spiritual.
Yes.
The person who give you the name and the person who answered the name, the spirit connected to it.
Exactly.
So that is an insult to our ancestors, very big insult. Okay? And again, the last please. There's something I saw, this thing has been troubling my mind. And I don't know if I'm the one that saw it. I saw a classified, it's like a classified report, but somehow declassified. But when I went there to download it again, I did not see it again. That was the report for one of the British colonial masters, that was before the missionaries. So I think that was a report about the Igbo land. So the thing he said there, I am troubled. What he said there, what is in that report? I tried to download this so you can see because I'm too old to be young. I'm too old to be saying nonsense, to propaganda and anything. No, I'm a true African flower, so I can never say anything propaganda.
Yes.
Okay? So I want to have it as evidence before I'm telling people.
Okay.
But what is written there? I don't know if you allow me to just share it just 1 minute.
No, you don't need to share. You don't need to share it since you don't have it now. So when you have it, you share it.
I can't find it. It's like they removed it from it because.
Well, we will find it if it is a report about Igbos or something. We are going to find it. So don't say anything derogatory or anything that is not evidence based. So whether you have seen it disappear, we wait until we see it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Chidebere Uja. Thank you very much for the super chat. We appreciate you. God bless you, Mazi Samanekpa. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. You're welcome to the program. Go ahead with your question, please.
Mazi, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening.
Mazi, you see the reason why in this again Abasiegu, you can't get Abasiegu, but now Zebu, what is the weapon each Agana?
Okay, Okwagin 2 days ago, Simbawegu. Yes. Yes.
Chai. You live long.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Go ahead with your question. Good evening and welcome to the program. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine. 2 friends sent me a message to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
One of them is Chinedu.
Okay.
One is Okechukwu.
Okay.
This actually one of them is from Kogi. The other one is from Benue.
Okay.
And their name is Chinedu and Okechukwu.
Okay.
Actually, one of them speaks more Igbo than me.
Okay.
Their village is in Kogi, and one of them is still in the force up to today.
Okay.
One of them pulled his cloth. He's now hiding in one African country. He was in the force already.
Okay.
But he pulled his cloth. They sent him to Enugu. He pulled his cloth and he ran away. So he's in one of the African countries.
Okay.
He's asking me, like now, they don't have somebody to speak for them. Because they used to hear you say, if they want to come with us, they will come. If not, we're going. They say they don't have somebody who speaks for them. If you are saying that if they want to come, but nobody speaks for them.
They don't need to. Why are they waiting for somebody to speak for them? They can come and speak for them, for their people now. They don't need to wait for somebody.
They don't have spokesperson.
But they can become spokesperson now. We carry everybody along. We have a lot of them in us. So they don't know if they too can be useful in the struggle. So we have a lot of them. We have the Benue, Lower Benue. We have the Lower Kogi. So they are part of what we are doing. Okay, they don't necessarily have to need somebody to speak for them. We speak for them, and they are part of us. What
they're asking the police, we should not leave them alone.
No. Our flag is going to go very high in Lower Kogi just very soon. Our flag is going to go very high in Lower Benue. Any place you see that flag is a Biafra territory. It is going to happen in few weeks' time.
Okay.
Thank
you very much. I hope Chinedu is listening now because he's on the line. He's watching.
Yes.
Listen, so you know now that we're not leaving you alone, Chinedu.
Yes, we are not leaving anybody. We are not leaving anybody alone. And if international community think that it is wrong, they cannot decide who is Biafra and who is not a Biafra. We will have a referendum and people can vote either to be part of us or not to be part of us.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Mazi, good evening.
Good evening from here.
God bless you. Thank you for your good works. Mazi, please, I just have one question to ask you.
Go ahead with your question, please.
Why is it that Cameroon forces are fighting the Biafrans in Abasonia? That is just the only question I want to ask you. Thank you.
Did you say Biafrans in Abasonia?
Yes.
How do you mean?
Not Abasonia. The Biafrans in this in Bakassi. Sorry, Bakassi.
Because they have seen that we are serious.
Okay.
They have seen that the whole Biafra thing is now making sense. They have seen that play is no longer play. So, and the role they played during the war. So Nigeria is doing everything. And that is why people should understand the importance of building this alliance, bringing every brothers together, bringing every group together, which we have succeeded in doing. That's why BNL is there. And BNL is the people that they are coming to fight, because they know what BNL represent in that region. They know what BNL can do, and they know what it means. So it is because now the pressure is everywhere. So they are not, they can never go down without giving a fight. So that is what is happening. And we are going to, they know that every time they have come to invade our land in Bakassi Peninsula, they have always failed. So, and I believe that our people there will live up to expectation. That's why we are building these alliances and making sure that we protect our borders.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Your question, you've answered my question. Good night.
Thank you. You're welcome to the program.
Mazi.
Yes, good evening from here.
Peace be unto those who need peace.
And trouble to those who want trouble.
Who need trouble.
He said, You're welcome.
All these people now, Umoko people, whatever they write, there is one that leadership knows why they don't want to talk about election in Nigeria. Because they don't want Nigerians to fight them. If Peter will lose, I say, what?
They were never out for Biafra in the first place. So
I wrote back to them, said, who are you selling this kind of narrative? Which means you guys now show us that you're not following Mazinam Dekano's footsteps, because Mazinam Dekano said it, made it clear before he was adopted.
So do you have question? Do you have question? No. Let us not validate their nonsense here. Do you have question?
Okay. No, Maz, I just want to thank you for all you have been doing.
All right. Thank you very much.
Keep going ahead.
Thank you very much. I need to play the latest song because people are saying I should dance. So we're not going to dance because the time I play this song, we don't have up to now. We have about 15,000 people watching, 4,500 on YouTube alone. So before when I play this music, we were like about 3,000 people from the beginning. So let us play it again. Thank you very much.
Okay, go ahead.
Here we go. Many years ago, we've been fasting and praying for a moment like this to come in our time. Now to Boki Kapiama say yes, who will say no? Nigeria, Masina de Kanu Puka Puka Anina Opagi Kawaruko Simiri Yakumu Biafra Wedata Anina Masi Simon Ekpa Puka 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 I feel me new dimension as the Molubuga. Mebere Nigeria Puga Nina Nana. It's cycle of mass and Nadikan on Biafra restoration. Biafra media warriors calling the sword of Biafra. Mwechikwako, Ugiro Nejaranya Serodo. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos. Accordingly, very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Madam, if you're not because in the she's seeking on Arise and shine, for your light has come. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Arise and shine, for your light has come. Many years ago, we've been fasting and praying for a moment like this to come our time. Now to walk in God, your mouth say yes, who will say no? Nigeria, Nenoto Biafra me monoboro. Fama go to Pagesi, Utama Pawero Kwe. Ngwangwala Jokwe, Wepomonye Kerua. Imano Simia, Wekiwa, Gomu Biafra, Wekata. Anina, Mebere Nigeria, Bugani, Nana. Autopilot, all they don't know is bigger than them. Onadia.
What I don't know is bigger than them. All right. And thank you very much, the Nesco One. The Nesco One, appreciate you for your super chat. Thank you very much. MSA Baba Egu, you have seen Biafra spiritually manifested. So dance, dance, dance. Exactly it. And then, of course, we have our own Alenora Okoro. Alenora Okoro, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. Biafra Ngode Buga, we are Bugarin. We are Bugarin. So I'm going to take a few calls and then we call it a day. All right, welcome to the program. Good evening from here. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Go ahead with your question.
All right. My question is this. Now the Nigeria government and the Fulani knows that through the Biafra agitation is serious, that we are not going to quit. And if they now they sit back and they are calling people to give Peter Obi the presidential post and make Peter Obi the president in 2023, what will be our fate?
How can they give Peter Obi when nobody is going to vote in Biafra land?
Yeah, Biafra Nigeria election is not by voting.
But I'm telling you, it is not possible now. At least somebody have to, so when they did not vote in his region, somebody will go and carry president and give to him. And you think other people will just sit? No, you think other people will just sit back and watch that? It is not possible. Nigeria is gone. I want you people to understand that, not Tinubu, not Atiku, not Peter Obi will be declared winner. Nobody will win because the election will not take place. I'm telling you the fact. So let us not even go. Let us not even start cracking our brain about whether they give Peter Obi or they don't give Peter Obi. Nobody will give the position to anybody. Because we are complete. The thing we want is the thing Benue people want, the thing Middle Belt want, the thing Yoruba people want, and all that. So, I just want everybody to understand that at least in Biafra land, the election will not take place. You people don't know what is coming. Yes. We are ready to take this thing by our own hand and by force. And we are doing it already. So the Nigeria have done more evil. Nigeria have done more evil than good. And anybody that wish well for Africa must understand that Nigeria needs to be disintegrated. So we have waited, we have done it peacefully, we have preached, and what we get in return is killing. They kill us. So they thought that it is by gun we are going to stop fighting for our freedom. No. So they have brought gun. They have been killing us since 1967, since 1945 till now. So it is time we are going to take gun. We have picked gun. We will use that gun we have, no matter how small they are, to defend our land and to make sure that we are going to stop election, Nigeria conducting election in Biafra land. That is what we are doing. I must tell you also, we are in talk with different nations. So, we are in talks. So when the time comes, the Biafra people should understand that we are serious. This is not a joke. So maybe when they see tomorrow is sit at home in Biafra land, and any day, any political activity is declared anywhere or announced anywhere, we're going to sit at home. And that is why we are informing Biafra people to be ready to play this game, because it is a game and we have to play the game. So even if they cancel it now and put it tomorrow, we'll sit at home that day. And so Biafra people must be ready for emergency sit at home. Emergency. There is nothing else we want you to do. We are not asking you to do any other thing other than listening to instruction, both emergency sit at home and non-emergency sit at home. Very, very important.
All right. You're through with my question, which means even if they give him a ceremonial president as they did,
it can never happen, because if they try it, other people who contested will come against it. So it can never happen.
I believe you. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem. It's troubling me. That's I have to throw out the question. But
yes. Okay, yes, I think I responded now, right? Okay, you know what? This is what you do. Okay, I'm gonna send the number. You can send a message. One, all right. Yeah. All right, you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
I'm from BIAFRALAND.
All right, go ahead with your question. Go ahead.
We are using data to watch us. I'm watching now, using data to watch you. Why can't you go for on satellite?
We are on satellite, but it will be activated very soon. So yes, we're on that, and of course the radio. That is where the radio is coming from. You know that we have not finished putting the radio in entire Biafra land. So yes, satellite is coming. We are already in satellite anyway, but it has not been activated as such, because we want the radio to be all over Biafra land first.
Okay. I click on it in the broadcast. I'm a feature because he actually job nice. When I'm not sick, because so you
okay.
It's all like open a idea. No, you sell and in the zoo that one. It was sitting here so that one part from there. Don't shall not be Hannah. Because we will quiet that. Anything you quiet so that on other people. Because I'm here. I love no be sell and one. I would have a tiger.
Well, yes. Well, noted. But I will even more powerful reason to go. Okay. Let it not be just that propaganda. We have more important and very powerful reason to exit Nigeria. One of the biggest reasons we are leaving Nigeria is because we have the right to be alive. You have to be alive. So and because of what is happening now, well documented, that is happening now. That is one of the biggest reasons, not even marginalization. Okay, of course, it is part of the reason why the person that in Aso Rock may be from Sudan or from Niger Republic, and nobody is asking question, why is he building the railway to Niger State? Why is he buying cars for the government of Niger State? Only for them to come and insult us. I'm going to make a program on that and respond to them. Insult us that they defeated Biafra. That was why Nigeria is compensating them. Who does that? And people are not thinking about this. So, we're going to discuss, I'm going to make a program on that. But yes, we can be mentioning that he's dead, like he is. Everybody knows that he died. At least there is no evidence that he was alive or he survived the surgery in London. We don't have that evidence. So we continue to believe that he's dead until they prove us otherwise. But that is not the reason we are leaving Nigeria, okay? The reason we are leaving Nigeria is that we are leaving Nigeria so that we will have opportunity to be alive and govern ourselves the way we want. And we are never compatible.
Thank you, okay, because
Just ask your question. Just ask your question.
Now, the question now, we in this in BIAFRALAND, we can contribute mainly Alaba International because we want to go home. Is there any opportunity we in this zoo to follow and contribute so that we can reach our home?
You know that there has been a lot of issues, and because of the situation we are now, if we have people who want to give money to to support this struggle, it doesn't matter where you are. You can reach us. I cannot be here now and answer that question because our leader have suspended contribution from BIAFRALAND, from the zoo. But because of the situation we are now, if somebody have something to offer or have group of people who know they have something to offer, they can reach us privately and we'll discuss it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good
Yes,
night.
thank you. And of course, if somebody is asking the same question and wants the same answer, contact any of the Umuada. Contact any of the Umuada and your information will be very, very intact. Nobody is going to know that you are supporting us because we know the implication. So if you want to support, or you have anybody listening to me now that want to support the struggle from from the zoo or from Biafra, they should just contact any of the Umuada privately, and we are going to schedule a meeting with the person and or the group, and we'll see how they can come in and help, because now the money is needed like never before. Welcome to the program. Our media team as well, please. Our media team, Umuada and the media team, so they will put you through. Yes. Welcome to the program.
Yeah. Good day.
Good day.
I want to ask you questions. You might decide to answer that questions or not.
Your question is always you might decide and not decide. So go ahead.
So it's very sensitive. I don't want to mention them.
Yeah, go ahead.
So guys, one of the alliance that you made with Martin on the car, you made a broadcast, and I think the spokesperson details some certain things concerns who is genuine and who is not genuine, and everything he has said pointed what you have done in this liberation. What do you have to say about the leader which aligned with the sacked leadership in that period of time, the crisis, the problem with Biafra we are facing at that time? And even at that time, I know one of the interview he made with that criminal, he also spoke directly against the movement, against the activities which they were performing at that time. But at the same time, both the protest they did and all that, he was aligned. What do you have to do with, what do you have to say to Biafra? Do you have to say that you also have communication with them at this present time?
I don't have communication with such people.
Okay.
I don't have. I have the people that I have. The people that I have communication with are the people that continue to regard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and have something to do with them, and they have wished to have something to do with them in the past. So I don't align myself with people that are jokers.
So we know every Biafra would like to know.
Yeah. No. Trust me, because one thing is that like I said, some of them have been shouting, "Oh, this person is doing this, is recruiting people, is coming to our land, is coming to our land." They are not telling you the truth of what is happening to them. And today I've just asked question, that he should come and some of them should come and tell where is their second in command.
Okay, I have one thing again to say.
Go ahead.
One of the voicemail that you put out today, regards to that voicemail. How did you consider to know that the same voice was also the same voice that interviewed, that claimed that he was supreme something, under incantation stuff, with the Bubango leader that you were questioning the guy?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I know.
To say, okay, can you say that this group also work with Obago? Because the guy also made a broadcast. Even if people sent it to me, I didn't regard it as something. But after a while, it began to make sense to me. That shows that this guy with the group of SAC leadership also work with Nigeria government. Can you put, I think by looking into that, it will heal some wounds and open, open some eyes with Biafrans to know that, that voice also can expose a lot of things. The people that still have doubts, I think you need to look into that. That's what I'm trying to say. And secondly, what do you have to say with other Biafrans that had doubts on your leadership after Mandakala adoption, that were sitting on the fence, and now I still have proven to be a genuine to fight Biafra with your heart? What do you have to say to those that sit on the fence now who are trying to come back, to align? What do you have to say to them?
What I have to say to them is that they should not stay on the fence anymore. They should just jump immediately, because we need, this freedom need fund. Okay, they should come and support the freedom. I'm not here to start judging anybody. Okay, after all, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouted for years before I joined Biafra struggle, and so I was one of those who did not want Biafra flag in the event. Okay, I have been there. So I don't think anybody, if I can repent and become a Biafra, I don't see anybody that, every other person is their ofen kubu, because so I was a very die-hard man, one Nigeria, just like every other person, including our leader, was protesting in the street of London. So that they are sitting on the fence is what makes them human being. That's what makes them human. But just that they should understand that it is no longer business as usual. It is no longer career. It is no longer agitating and let us agitate, and then push front and come back. No, it is that thing that has started and make us to come has become reality. Okay, so they should know that. They should know that we don't have time to waste. They should know that 2023 is here. They should know that we are not going to miss this opportunity. And for us not to miss this opportunity, we need more hands to come aboard on the deck. We need everybody to put, all hands on deck to make things happen. So everybody is needed and everybody is important, especially those sitting on the fence thinking whether I'm still real or fake. And I believe that I have not deviated for an inch. I have not done anything to show that I am not real. I am not genuine. I don't know what else they want me to do for them to know that I have come to make history. I did not come to this Biafra struggle for any other thing. I want to make history. I want my name to be in the book of those who made the history to restore a nation in Africa. And that is all I want. And that's what I want to achieve. And it is coming next year. So it is not just about me, but let them come. Let them not waste more time. Because if they are looking for me to be a sabo, it will never happen. No, I'm telling you, it will never happen.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Okay. I also have a final say. There's one thing I want to correct. That when you were, you mentioned people that were saying they're going to quit by themselves. It's not. I want to put something in there. It's my own opinion. I think we should say it this way. It's not like they want to quit. They already quit, but people they have been exposed that they don't have anything doing. All this noise making up a thing.
Yes.
They have. People are beginning to know that all this noise, there's no any movement. So they decided to use us indirectly to say that they are quitting, to be silent, because the silence is already on the door. So that's the only thing I have to say.
You are right. You are right. As after all, we are not seeing a lot of them anymore on social media like before. So you are right.
Yes. They try to put it there. So tomorrow, if you ask them what happened, they said they decided to quit on themselves. So let's put everybody to say they are quitting on them. They are quitting because they know that people Biafran, those that have been deceived, are beginning to question them.
Yes.
And there's no any genuine answer they are given. So they are using that directly to to shove that questions away, or whichever voice message on any email they are getting to say that don't ask me questions. I already say no. I announced it already that I'm quitting. I already quit. So that's the only thing I have to put in. They're not that they're going to turn back again. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. I do not know. This thing is showing subscribe. So if you are watching and you have not subscribed to notification, because a lot of people are not getting notification, please subscribe to notification so that you will be notified whenever we're live. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Good evening, my brother. I wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead with your question.
If Biafra, we able to get Biafra before the
not if. Say not if. Not if. Say okay. when Biafra comes.
When we get Biafra before the Oduduwa, is there any way you're going to help the Oduduwa or the Middle Belt people also to realize they are listening, because Sudan is also torturing them badly?
How can you ask this one? The Biafra exit next year will be an open door for everybody. We are working very closely with Oduduwa. So our Oduduwa, we are in this together. So it's not like we are very, very intact. Our relation with Oduduwa is very, very intact. So there is no shaking. As we are living, I believe every other person is living. That's why we are going to be very bold enough to, if it is required firing the first shot, we are going to do that. Because I don't think anybody is going to fight for Nigeria this time around.
Okay, the second question is, if now the Biafran things as you are doing it, is it like you're going to put people who are doubting, like for them to see some of your work, like the security part, like
we are not going to expose anything because people are doubting us. No, they can doubt us, and in the due time, they will either regret not joining us or they will jump in and join us when there is still something to do. So, because everybody is going to suffer it.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Hit them hard. Never pity for them. These people don't pity for us. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. We're going to have few more calls, and I'm going to take two calls, and then we'll quit and we'll wait for tomorrow. Welcome to the program. There we This face where they here. Now the face why I know.
You're supposed to know the face.
This face where I know. Where All right, go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. For instance, because from what I'm seeing, Nigeria will not want us to go. They want us to in case if any eventuality of any war, and they disconnect the internet in the east, so there will be no any communication
is there any plan on ground on how to communicate with people? Because that is another option they will have to disconnect us, so there will be no any internet connection or any communication in Biafra land.
What you should know is that we are not the first people that are going to fight war. Okay, they have been fighting war in different places, and people have been fighting without internet, and they are cutting internet and all that. But what we are going to do is not something we are going to tell you now, because if they cut internet, everybody is going to suffer the internet, both the big and the small, both scientists and engineers, both those who are computer gurus and all of them. So everybody is going to suffer it, right? But we are not going to tell you what we are going to do for that, because if you say it, they are going to also work on how to stop it. So we don't need to start answering that question. But what I have to tell you is that we are not going to be the first people that will fight war, and we're not going to be the first people where internet is going to go off, and we're not going to be the first people that will go that lane. So it shouldn't be a problem to anybody.
Okay. Thank you so much, because I have been thinking about it. Saying if you have not think towards that part, let me call your attention towards that, because I know that is maybe their option to. But thank God your mind is there.
Yes, of course. But of course, I understand. You people should understand also that we are not fighting war for the very first time in this life. There have been a war and war and war and war. Even Biafra have fought war. So this is not the first time, and it is not going to be. Probably this is going to be the last time, if that is the option we have. But we are not going to slide a bit because of internet or no internet. Because when we get to that road, we are going to that bridge. We are going to cross it. After all, is internet working now in Nigeria? Is it that epilepsy? Internet is not working now.
It's not working at all.
So, all right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
All right, I'm going to take the last call, and then we continue again. Sorry about this. All right. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, my brother. Well done, my brother.
Good evening from here.
Good evening, my brother. Asimu Chineke Bagumbe for the good work you'll be doing. Thank God that you realize that you are one of those that have been called upon for this struggle even before you are born. So keep the good work up. I have one question, my brother.
Go ahead with your question.
We have made it clear. I have given an order to confront every terrorist in uniform in their checkpoints and otherwise. And there are ways that once they are being attacked or confronted, they will come back.
I do not know why you want to come here and start discussing order that has been given. Order that has been given has been given. Are you part of the people that are going to fight terrorists?
No.
So
listen to the question.
Okay.
Once they are being confronted, they will come.
Can you ask question and stop giving me details of the question you want to ask? Ask your question straight.
When they come back and start killing innocent people.
Are they not killing innocent people now?
They are killing innocent people.
So what is your problem? So what is your question? They are killing innocent people. That is why we are ordering the people that are killing our people to be flushed out of our land. So what exactly are you trying to say? This is why I try to block that question, because although the question will also help other people to understand. You are concerned that if we go after terrorists will start killing us, as if they are not killing us now. Are they not burning villages? Are they not burning communities? So what exactly are they going to do now that I have not done before? The only different now is that we are fighting them this time around. And fighting them will suppress what they have been doing in the past.
Yeah.
That is the point. The idea is to suppress that killing, that extrajudicial killing that they have been committing and the genocide they have committed against our people. That's why we are going to fight them. And that's why we are fighting them. And the fight already started. So it doesn't matter, all these things, they go to communities, and they have been doing that before now. That is what led us to declare them wanted in our land, and we are not going to allow anybody to kill us again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, welcome to the program. I told this is the last caller, so we're going to continue tomorrow. And tomorrow is, as you all know, or today, you sit at home and we are going to observe it. As you are going out, make sure you take pictures and videos and let us prove to the world that we are ready to leave Nigeria. You have to be part of this particular Biafra to come. You are going to play your part. Your own part is to make sure that the message and instruction is spread and it goes wide, very wide, to your communities, villages, and wherever you are. Make sure that the message of this redemption and this order is being carried out very well, because we are going to document it if you want your freedom next year. From here, I say good evening. May God bless you. May God bless Mazinam Dikano. May God bless Sunday Iboho. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless our Omada. May God bless our media team. May God bless Government in Exile, BNG, BNL, all of them. May God bless all of you. May God bless OG, that is the military head. May God bless all of you. May God bless all the commanders of the ESN, of the Eastern Security Network, our security personnel. May God bless all of you. And of course, our Omada. And Omada's husband. Before Hatomo chain. Omada's husband. May God bless you. They say, if I did not mention them, they are going to fight me. So Omada's husband, may God bless all of you too, because they say, you people leave Omada, they are working. And they say, I hijack all the Omada, and their husbands are complaining. So Omada's husband,